Hi everyone, my name is Devika and I am your Techie Tantrika. Hi everyone, I hope you're having an amazing week. So last week I actually had a friend of mine ask me a really great question and I thought, you know what, let's do a video on this. My friend had asked me what my views are on no strings attached, casual relationships, like fuck buddies, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, wow, that's probably going to be a pretty long answer. I mean, for myself, I would say, it's hard to say yay or nay to anything, in life, this has to be this way and this has to be that way and that's it, because everything's really driven by intuition, instincts, and intentions. So, I mean, anything that you do, I would always just say err on the side of ensuring the person's a really nice person, they are respectable, respectful towards you, and that they actually are considerate of your needs. Like, this is a big one. I've heard so many Tinder nightmares where let's say like it's a girl answering a guy's takeout order, as I call them. They haven't even spoken on the phone or anything, and she just showed up to his apartment and they screwed, and that was it. Honestly, you might as well just be having sex with a wall. It's really alarming to me actually when the other person has no desire to see what you want and they don't get off on what you want, then I have to wonder, like, what's the point really? And actually this kind of reminds me of why I feel BDSM teaches us a lot about great relationships. I actually did a video on that, and I'll definitely post that. With BDSM, even if there's like a casual relationship situation, they still take time to vet each other because everybody has different interests and they care about what gets each other going, right? Like, that's part of the attraction. If you're getting conditioned to a point where your needs aren't being met when you're having sex and the person doesn't care about you, you're not doing yourself a favor when you want to go into a relationship. You're going to have to spend a lot of time trying to condition yourself to not only take your own needs into consideration, because, all this time, the other person you've been having sex with doesn't give a crap about you and what you want, but you also have to retrain yourself on how to care about another person. Because what happens is there kind of is a weird sort of energy and an attitude that goes with this type of sex. People become like very jaded about relationships, I find, and just not believing that it's even possible to have a real relationship anymore. And once you start telling yourself something like that, you're really screwing yourself over, because you are going to attract into your life what you are expecting. And I get it. Life cycles happen. Sometimes we get out of something and we want to explore our sexuality in a different way. Once again, I still would advise somebody in that case to really invest in their own self-pleasure practice first, because your needs since you last checked might have changed, and the things that get you going might have changed, and what turns you on and what makes you come. Friends with benefits, I think, would be better than, this sort of takeout sex culture, because if you actually are friends with that person, and this is actually an actual friendship where you guys can actually go out and enjoy each other's company, sure, those are awesome. I don't hear about that happening as much anymore for people, and it's kind of unfortunate. And I don't care what anybody says, just because, let's say, somebody's been with like 300 people or something, it does not to say that those people are better at sex, because you could do something, a million times horribly, and that doesn't make you any better at it. So anyways, I would love to hear your take on this, and if you have any questions about this as well, and how Tantra plays into this whole quality over quantity thing, I'm more than glad to answer questions about this. Please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I put out a video every week. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and until next week, take care.